Nick Hajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel. Another day on the cut. It is rest day today. And today what I'm going to do is answer a few comments. Two comments I've picked out that were very good and I want to answer them because I think they provide a lot of value. And just before I start this video, guys, I want to quickly say join the Mendez Cartel. We've got programs in there. We're adding more programs every single month. The goal is to eventually have 100 programs. It's a community. You can ask me any question about nutrition, about training. You can post physique updates, send me videos of your training footage so I can critique your form. And you can have live calls on Zoom with me, as many as you want, to make sure your progress is going in the right direction. It was once $5. It's no longer $5. It's now $19. Every single time I get 20 members, the price is going to keep going up and up. And we're adding more and more value by the month. So if you want to get in now for only $19, very cheap, join the Mendez Cartel because the price will be raised the next time we get 20 members. Anyway, let's get into the video. Let's start with the comments. All right, the first comment I want to answer quickly is, do a full day of eating, bro. Be good to see what the cut diet is looking like. This is from NMHQ1IO. Thank you for the question, brother. Today, bro, I was actually going to film a full day of eating. And I filmed the first meal, and then I realized my mic wasn't turned on. So there was no sound, and I'd already eaten the meal. So I was like, fuck, man, the first meal's already fucked up. How am I gonna film the rest of this full day of eating? So next rest day, in 2-ish days, I'm going to film a full day of eating. I know I've been saying this for a while. I'm actually going to film a full day of eating because I know that's very important and you guys want to see what I'm eating. But thank you for the comment, brother. I'm definitely going to film a full day of eating soon. Don't worry. Okay, the second question. Now, this is a bigger question that I want to answer. This is from Was1407. Just subbed and starting to watch your videos, but so far you don't mention what your starting macros were and what they are now. Would have been great if you had done weekly weigh-ins, macros, and if no weight loss, how you would adjust macros. This is a very good question. And you're right, bro. I should have probably given a little bit more detail in terms of my weekly weigh-ins, in terms of when I changed macros, in terms of how I altered my nutrition. And next time I do a cutting series, I'm going to go way more in depth on that because this is my first cutting series. I'm still learning this YouTube game. And I definitely could have provided more value by doing that. I'll give you a little update now. I'll tell you what I'm doing now. I'll tell you what I'm doing exactly now to try and keep you guys up to date. And I'll tell you what I was doing in the past. So right now I weigh this morning, fasted in the AM, I weighed 188 and a half pounds, 188.5 pounds, 188 and a half pounds this morning fasted. That's my lowest morning weigh-in so far. I started the cut at about a weight of 235, maybe even heavier. I did a crazy fucking bulk. Like I said, I went too far on the bulk. I went too crazy on the bulk. And in terms of my macros, I think I started on like 350, 375 grams of carbs. Maybe a bit higher, maybe a bit lower, but around mid 300s, high 300s on carbs. Protein was like 230, 240, and fat was like 80 to 90. And right now my macros are 300 carb. So I've only reduced my carbs by 75 grams this entire cut. Protein's still about the same, like 220, and fat is about 70. So I've reduced my fat by like 10, 20 grams. So I haven't made that many changes. Whenever I'm stalling on a cut and my weight isn't going down, which does happen, which is quite rare, because the thing about me is I've got a crazy metabolism, and when you bulk for so long, you build your metabolism up. When you're eating 5,000 calories a day for like 6 months on a crazy bulk, your metabolism builds up to this crazy point where you can still eat loads of food and lose weight. So my macros haven't changed too much. But what happens when they do stall is I'll take out like 25 grams of carbs or 10 grams of fat. You make minor changes, minor adjustments when your weight stalls for a few days. You take out or a few weeks or a week or so, you take out like 25 grams of carbs, take out 10 grams of fat. You make small minor adjustments over time. Do not make huge jumps. A lot of people take out 100 grams of carbs overnight. That is a recipe for disaster, and that's going to give you nowhere else to fall. If you're taking out 100 grams of carbs, you're going from 300 to 200. Next time your weight stalls at 200 grams of carbs, what are you going to do? Do another 100 grams and go down to 100? So only make small minor changes over time, and that's going to produce big results. The smallest of details can result in the biggest of changes. So that's all I'm going to say for today's video, guys, on rest day. That's a great question. I'm definitely going to next cutting series, and for the rest of this cutting series, I'm going to give a lot more information on terms of my weight, my weekly macro changes, my weekly body weight changes as well. I'm going to give you a lot more information in that regard. But that's the video, guys. Nick Koujalzi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel. Join the Mendez Cartel, $19 a month, link in bio. Subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see you tomorrow for chest. And as always, long live King Charles III, and God bless Sir Winston Churchill.